Uh, Hello everyone, here Timo Tech here, back at it again with some more creative stuff. And I finally done it. I finally perfected the build of TWILIGHTSWORN that I like the most. The 60 card version, but we have some innovation in here. We have TWILIGHTSWORNs with their original Lightsworns, with SHADDOLL in the main deck, and with Kaijus in the side deck. It's a lot to put into one deck now, so I decided to side my little Kaiju engine. If you remember my first deck profile that I put on this channel, it was Lightsworn Shadow Kaiju. Yeah, Lightsworn Shadow Kaiju. Yep. Looking at back in my information right now, but yeah, that was the first deck that I profiled on this channel. So you can consider this as variation number 2 of that. So we're going to get started with the deck profile and expect to see some replays of this really soon, because this is my favorite deck. Lightsworns, anything Lightsworn related is my favorite deck. As you can see here, there's no Gofu in here, so it's original. There's no Predaplan engine here. It'll probably Moral Tech, where the fuck are these cards? And I'm like, dude, you do realize Gofu's going to 1, right? So, until we know Gofu's place on the ban list, on if he's going to be limited or banned, some people are already speculating that Gofu's going to get banned eventually. So, if Gofu happens to get banned, then it would have been a waste of my money anyways. But if he gets hit to 1, he'll be much cheaper than what he is right now anyways. And on top of that, I'll just slap in that 1 copy of him in here for Luxac. And I will just consider him like my 1-card Deco Talker. In a sense. And Mrs. Radiant if I want to put that in here as well. Well, I may make another variation of it with Gofu once the list comes out and Gofu's place on the list has been established. And the Predaplan engine, in my opinion, is actually overrated. It actually bricks a lot. You'd be surprised having that 1 Cobra in your hand actually happens a lot. Opening Cobra in your hand and a Lightsworn deck of 60 cards is basically how opening Garnet and Gemnite and with a Gemnite has an engine in your deck with Brilliant Fusion would feel. So I cut that out. I don't care for the Brilliant Fusion engine. I don't care for all these engines that everybody likes to run. I like to keep it with my style. You don't like my style? You don't have to watch this video. Oh, but if you're watching this video, I can assume that you like my style of building decks. And the reason that this took so long to get here is because I was working on perfecting this build for you guys. I love Lightsworn. But I believe that that's enough on me rambling about how much I love this totally awesome deck. That is not a pun. This deck really is awesome. So fuck totally awesome. This deck is more awesome than that. But anyways, let's get into the list, guys. I've rambled on enough. We have double JD and double Punishment Dragon. And the reason I run these guys at 2 each in the list is because of bricks. If you run 3 punishment, 2 JD, or 3 JD, 2 punishment, it will brick in this particular deck. You'll see them once too often. And we have a card, and that's the purpose of Eclipse Wyvern, to net them from your deck to your head. So yeah, you don't really need to max them out. Now, if Snow gets hit, then I'm taking out Eclipse Wyvern from the deck. Then I would max them out. But in the case that Snow is obviously not going to get hit over here, where I'm going to keep it like this for now. So then we play 3 Shadow Beast. The triple Shadow Beast. Now 1 Squamata. Those 2 Hedgehog and those 2 Falco. A lot of people never support 2 Falco. And the 60 card version, I support it a lot. Because you want to be able to mill him as fast as possible. So when your opponent attacks into him to try to put some damage in on you, you'll be able to get his effect. And he'll basically float into a bigger shadow, obviously. Hopefully it would be Hedgehog so you can search your Shadow Fusion. Since we're not playing Brilliant Fusion here. So yeah. Let's keep going. You have Triple Wolf, the guy that you hate to draw in your opening hand. But even in this deck, surprisingly, drawing this guy on your opening hand isn't even that bad since you can just stitch him with Recharge in order to draw more cards. One Garroth, the Lightsworn Warrior, because Garroth is just such an amazing card. Combining this dude with Minerva is just such an amazing play to do. Minerva, the Exalted Lightsworn, I feel is the strongest rank 4 that this deck can possibly run now. Without a doubt. It's the strongest Exceeds ever for Lightsworn. Then we run your Triple Raiden, the guy that's just the main consistency play of the deck. Well, we do run one Tricon, but we run that one copy of Lila because we want to pop them back rows. And she's a level 4, so she's good for Link Summoning and rank 4 plays. Felice Lightsworn Archer, she's great to mill with Mathematician. And basically, when you use her with Mathematician, she's a 1-card Black Rose Dragon. So that's amazing. And then we play Triple Lumina. I do not play the Small Minerva. Yeah, the Small Minerva in my version of the deck. Because this deck just doesn't need it. It has enough consistency as is. And running the Small Minerva in this version of the deck will just seem more like a brick than an actual consistency solver. Or helper, or contributor, whatever word you want to use for it. In my Lightsworn SHADDOLL Kaiju build, I believe I ran it at 1 or 2. Tops, never 3, but if you want to use her, I suggest you stick to variation number 1 of that deck. So now for the Twilightsworns. Triple Lumina Twilightsworn Shaman. This card is just busted. Some people have actually cut Lumina down to 2 or 1 in order to make space for this thing. And I just don't understand why. Use them both together, buddy. Use them both together, man. And Lumina Summoner. Bring out another Summoner. Bring out another Summoner. Bring out Shaman. Shaman, bring out Raiden. And make some Link plays. Sync for Michael. Like, these two together and the 3s are insane. Like, I'm waiting. I can't wait to get the deck in real life. I'm waiting for these prices to come down. For the price to come down on Shaman. I have no doubt that Minerva is going to go down even more because so many people are just going to disregard this deck as garbage when they don't know a goddamn thing about Lightsworns. And I'm going to exploit that weakness and I'm going to buy out the whole deck when it gets to its cheapest. Lumina, when I pulled her in the packs, I checked the internet. I went and checked my sources and saw proof that she was going online for $29 to $32 at the time. You know how much she's going for right now? $21. You know how much she's going to be going for by the time I get the deck? Anywhere from $15 to $18. And if you guys saw my pack opening video, I actually pulled one of these. And that to me is a sign. Yeah, I mean let me be specific. One copy of Lumina Twilightsworn Shaman. I believe that to me is a sign. It's a sign telling me that I should build the deck. It's basically the packs are telling me you're a pure Lightsworn fan. You've been a fan of the deck for years on end already. You might as well just build us. It's worth the money. So, let's go into the rest of the Twilightsworn names. You play 2 Raikou Twilightsworn Fighter. This guy is just amazing. He doesn't target when he banishes cards. He's way better. He's way better than the original Raikou. I'm going to say that right now. He's way better. With the fact that he's not a flip effect. I mean, he could be a flip effect, but it says if he's normal summon to flip face up. That technically doesn't have to be a flip effect. You can normal summon this guy and you can resolve his effect to banish cards on your opponent's field. I mean, this guy is just overpowered, dude. Also, we have 2 Lila Twilightsworn Magus. Let's read her. Once per turn, drew near, plays turn 1 spell trap. card or effect is activated, you can banish one Lightsworn from your hand to graveyard, then target one face-up spell trap on the field and destroy it. So basically, how should I say it? She's kind of like a Infinity that pops back row, in a sense. She's still a great card nonetheless. The last TWILIGHTSWORN we run is 2 Jane Lightsworn Paladin. Alright, let me rephrase that. TWILIGHTSWORN General. Once per turn, you can banish one Lightsworn monster from your hand. Just to let you know, when it says Lightsworn, it could be Lightsworn or TWILIGHTSWORN. I just want to make sure that we clarify that with you guys. Anything with Lightsworn in the official name, even if it's TWILIGHTSWORN, Lightsworn is still part of the text. You can use it, so it's splashable with the old school Lightsworns. You can banish one Lightsworn monster card from your hand or graveyard. Target one face-up monster on the field, it loses attack and defense equal to the banished monster's level by 300 until the end of this turn. And then if another Lightsworn monster activates its effect to mill, you can send the top 2 cards of your deck to the graveyard. And now I want to talk about this. It doesn't say it has to be done during the end phase. So if you have multiples of these dudes on the field when you mill with Raiden, oh, you're going to be milling easily 10 cards. All for the fact that you use that one Raiden to mill too. Because you'll have a whole bunch of these little guys on the field, and they don't say that part of the effect is only once per turn. So if you have multiples of these guys on the field, like let's say you have multiple TWILIGHTSWORN Lumina Summoners, let's say you have 2 of her around the field, right? 2 her, 1 Raiden. Raiden activates his effect, mill 2. Her effect activates, mill 3. The other one activates, mill 3. That's a free mill 8. That is fucking awesome. And I know this video is going to be a little long, but I have to dedicate my time to Lightsworn, guys. If you want to hear me rant on about how awesome the deck is, you can just take a picture of the deck profile. You know, take a, what do you call it again? Oh yeah, image on your cell phone camera picture, whatever. Just take a picture of the deck profile and move along with your life. Or if you want to hear my stories about the deck, and if you want to hear why I run the cards that I do in the deck, if it doesn't happen to be working the way you want it, and then stick around for this probably 20 plus minute video, because it's going to be a doozy. Now for the miscellaneous monsters in the deck. That one mathematician, this guy is just overpowered, dude. Like, mathematician with Felice, Lightsworn Archer, is basically a 1-card Black Rose Dragon, like I've said before. And I mean, a 1-card Black Rose Dragon is not something to be taken very lightly. That's why Mathematician is fucking amazing going second. And if you're going second and you don't have him in your hand, you can send him as a Shadow target to the graveyard with Shadow Fusion to summon El Shadow Shekinaga. And that's freaking amazing as well. And another thing I like about the interaction and synergy this deck has with Shekinaga is that you can send Thousand Blades for her summon as well, since he's an Earth monster. So when you do manage to mill Trick Clown, you don't have to be like, oh, do I have the Clown Blade combo in the graveyard? No, you're guaranteed to have it if you mill him with Shadow Fusion for the summon of Shekinaga, which is a pretty powerful level 10 2600 beat stick herself. Now for the other miscellaneous monster, probably the most important one in the deck, Fairy Tale Snow. She's basically the heart and soul of this entire deck. The fact that she allows you to balance out your Lightsworn names that are banished and those that are in your graveyard, and still be a level 4 monster with 1850 attack points for overlaying is just fucking phenomenal. 3 of until this card gets hit, which is never getting hit over here now. Grass can stay at 1, I don't care. As long as we got triple left on offering, we're always going to see it. The other miscellaneous monster in here is Eclipse Wyvern, your running JD and Punishment Dragon, so why the fuck would you not run it? Trick Clown is used for extensive rank 4 plays. And for the Clown Blade combo with Hero Challenger Thousand Blades. This is an amazing 1-card rank 4 combo. On top of that, you can use these guys for link summoning as well. Or if you don't want to do with your other monsters for link summoning, you can just, if you don't want to do with the Trick Clown for link summoning, you can just link summon Thousand Blades with one of your Lightsworns. And then you can overlay with Trick Clown, and then when you get Trick Clown is affecting the graveyard again, you get to do the Clown Blade combo again. So that's always really good for you, if you want my personal opinion on it. And as you guys already know, I do not run Desires in my Lightsworn decks. I think the card is fucking garbage in any 60 card Lightsworn deck. I'm serious, Desires is absolute garbage in any 60 card Lightsworn deck. My personal opinion, that's how it works for me. If it works for you, it works for you. It doesn't work for me, so I'm not running it. Make space for it in your own build. Triple Outlaw Darkness. Your Twilightsworns are dark and Shaddolls are dark. So why the fuck would you not run it? That one grass looks greener. I'm not even explaining this. Just like how I'm not explaining Triple Left Arm Offering. Triple March of the Dark Brigade. Its name over here in the OCG is March of Darkness, but its actual name is March of the Dark Brigade. Its effect states target one Lightsworn monster card in your graveyard and add it to your hand. Then banish cards from the top of your deck equal to the monster's original level. You can only activate one March of Darkness per turn. You can use this to get Lightsworn names from grave back to hand, so you'll be able to reuse cards like Lumina, Twilight Summoner, and Lumina, Twilightsworn, Shaman all over again. I wouldn't play 3 of this. I would play 3 of this, but not 3 of this. I will keep this at 2. It's not the best thing in the deck, but it's definitely a good card. I would consider playing Necroface in here, but I just tried it and it didn't work for me. So I'm not running it. But this card right here is a decent 2 of. Triple Shadow Fusion. You're playing Shadow, so why wouldn't you play Triple Shadow Fusion? Oh yeah, and Triple Solar Recharge, because Solar Recharge is just broken in this deck. One Foolish Burial, you're already milling, so why the fuck not? And Charge the Light Brigade, I'm not even explaining. And one El Shadow Shakanaga, because you can mill decent Earth monsters to extend your plays in the deck, and she's not a bad 2600 beer that can actually negate solid monster effects such as those of ABC Dragon Buster as well. Yes, she can negate ABC Dragon Buster's effect if he uses it. So, it's been confirmed. I've tested it out myself. If you don't trust me, look it up. Triple L Shadow Window. This is the heart and soul of the Shadow engine. You can send Twilightsworns from deck to grave along with Shadow monsters. So now you have a new way to put Lightsworns from your deck to graveyard. Basically, Lightsworn Shadows have been resurrected with the creation of the new Twilightsworns. Thank you, Konami, for basically giving us the same deck back, except with a more spammy style. Now, only if Construct came back to 1 would this deck be truly insane. Double Omega, because Cyframe Omega is just such an overpowered card, man. I love Omega as a card. And then we have that one Stardust Dragon, because like Omega, he can basically come back to your main monster zone, so you won't have to take up that slot if you don't happen to have the resources to link summon at that time. Then you have your Michael, which is a great banishing card. You have your Black Rose Dragon, which clears boards for you. You have your Diamond Dial, which allows you to pop cards. We don't have space for lightning in this build, so hurdy-durdy-dur, you gotta play Diamond Dial. Then you play Double Minerva, because she's just broken. And you gotta play that one Dweller. If you don't have Dweller, pick it up for that $1 or so right now. Oh, I shit you not. You need Dweller in your deck this format. Then you have that one Proxy Dragon and that one Deco Talker in order to do your link combos. And then for your side deck, I play Triple Radion and Triple Kamungus with Double Kaiju Slumber and Raigeki. Now, here's my thing behind the Kaijus. These Kaijus are the best ones for the deck. Why the reason they're best ones for the deck? Is because your Shadow fusions are Earth and Dark. So you can use these guys for your fusion summon. And if you have multiples of them in the deck, you'll always have the Kaiju Slumber targets. Woohoo! This is amazing. I mean, if you want to put in your side deck Foolish Burial Goods so you can always get Kaiju Slumber in the graveyard, I mean, my opinion is not entirely necessary, but you can do that too. That one Raigeki, because Raigeki is always amazing at outing cards. triple twin twisters for back row clearance, and triple fiend comedian just to be a troll. So this was my SHADDOLL TWILIGHTSWORN slash Kaijus in the side deck 60 card deck profile. I hope you guys enjoyed my special treat, and I will be reprofiling this deck again in real life when I get the cards. I swear I will be getting them. I just don't have the funds and resources right now. This is Team Vortex signing out. Hope you enjoy my favorite deck. Peace. Oh yeah, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I keep forgetting to say that. And peace.